Thanks again to the Glencoe Lions for sponsoring the national anthem all season long for us here on KGLB 1310 AM KGLB. Don't forget, you're looking for some other East Central South Division action. Flip it on over to on the road at DC. Big game tonight there. And of course, next week GSL goes on the road to take on Delano. We'll have that one for you here on KGLB. In fact, we'll have the first 4 games on KGLB before we flip over to KARP for 3 straight weeks, and then back here on KGLB for the regular season finale between GSL and Litchfield. Well, one of the things when people talk about Watertown Mayor this year, one of the stories there is a proposed co-op between them and Howard Lake Waverly Winstead, and that was a big story that happened, especially back in August when the big conversation did happen, Adam.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see. Head coach Scott Chimpley talked a little bit about it. They were trying to find out, is this going to happen? Is this not going to happen? Are we going to have to look for another game to fill that spot? I know they had multiple suitors for that game, but then when they found out that it kind of fell apart, wasn't going to happen, this is what I think we're ready to get things going.
Yeah, look at the team's rosters. If you just put them side by side, it looks pretty even numbers-wise, but it's a large amount of freshmen that are on this Watertown Mayor team.
And that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's really not. I mean, that's a great thing to see because, it's going to start with your youth. It really is, because as a senior, this is your last year. As a junior, sometimes if you haven't played already, you're probably not coming out for it the next year. So it starts with them sophomores and them freshmen getting the interest in some of these other kids that are in school and getting them out to that team and saying, hey, there's an opportunity to play here, and you're going to see a lot of time, and that's the difference between what it used to be and what it is now. Everybody's like, well, what about me? Me, I want to play. Well, you got to earn that spot too, and it's hard to distill that into these kids right now, and we got to find a way that we can get that message out.
And it could be a good thing going forward for this program. Maybe this is kind of the reset that they need to get themselves back up and running again. They had a good team. I think back, what was it, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
GSL went there and had a playoff game on the road against Watertown Mayor, and it was a dogfight between the two teams. This has been a rivalry that's been very good the last couple of years since Watertown Mayor came back into, at then the conference. And now, of course, with the districts, that's just all kind of washed out. But when they went away to the Minnesota River and then came back from the Minnesota River, this has been a good rivalry between the two.
And another thing you got to remember, too, now is that, they have a new head coach.
Yep.
So that's another thing, too, that may help out the program. And you got to see a little bit of that want from the head coach, too. Is he going to get out there, talk to some of these kids, and try to get them to come out? But it all is going to start with the players. It's word of mouth.
And it's the kids in the school, too. That's where it all starts, where it all comes from to get the numbers. Got to be able to do it that way. They're going to do a special presentation of the colors here before the start of tonight's game, as we'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back, get you your game time and temp, brought to you by Glencoe Co-op Association. We're back in 3 minutes here on 1310 AM KGLB.
Whether it's your first home or your next, call the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty of Glencoe. Brian O'Donnell and crew have been helping customers buy and sell their homes and properties for years. When it comes to real estate, go with the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty in Glencoe.
First Minnesota Bank is a proud supporter of GSL Athletics. Whether the Panthers are home or away, bank on the go with the FMB mobile app. Check your balances, make a payment, and transfer money right from your phone. Download FMB mobile on the App Store or get it on Google Play today. Member FDIC. No one works harder than Matthews Vashek Construction. Matthews Vashek Construction specializes in remodeling, custom homes, and light commercial work. Visit them on Facebook to find out more. Find experienced carpenters providing quality craftsmanship at Matthews Vashek Construction.
For over 90 years, Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe has worked hard to provide the area with high-quality vehicles at affordable prices. View their entire new and pre-owned inventory online at harpobrothers.com. Your dealer by choice for generations, it's Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe. Save money through energy efficiency and energy conservation rebates. Visit the Glencoe Light and Power Commission website at glencoelightandpower.com to get started. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students, it's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation.
Mumford Sanitation has been providing professional garbage and refuse removal and hauling services for their surrounding area since 1925. They offer roll-off containers for construction and cleanup, and they provide residential, commercial, industrial, rural, and residential service at BizFordSanitation.com.
Hutchinson Health is proud to offer urgent care 7 days a week for athletic and sports injuries as well as general health issues. Urgent care means better access to the immediate care you need. Find out more at HutchHealth.com. Hutchinson Health regular clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 8 till 5.
At Factory Direct Furniture, we guarantee you will pay less. Plus, we give you more choices. Choose your style and custom order with hundreds of fabrics and leathers. Over 150 recliners in stock and over 40 mattresses on display, all at the guaranteed lowest price. Located on Hutchinson on Highway 7 East, Factory Direct Furniture. More choices, truckload pricing. Call 320-587-SAVE for details.
Diesel fuel is diesel fuel, right? Wrong. If you use standard diesel fuel, you should know that switching to Cenex Premium Diesel can make a powerful difference in your trucks and farm equipment. Cenex Premium Diesel from Glencoe Co-op Association is specifically formulated to optimize performance. It's
Pick up there by Mason Pothin, and another first down and a big gain on that one for the Royals.
And right now, GSL kind of getting picked apart a little bit here. They're finding some, Watertown Mayor's finding some holes within that defensive secondary. GSL here after this series is going to have to come out and maybe do a little scheming again and try to figure out how to fix those holes.
1st and 10 at the GSL 30-yard line. Shotgun 4 wide, running back to the left of the quarterback. Duelis takes a snap, rolls left. He's going to tuck and run himself across the 30, wrapped up, brought down at the 28-yard line. Good job breaking in there by Zach Moore to make the tackle. Pickup of 2, though, for Duelis.
Yeah, great job by Zach Moore getting out in there right away and shedding his defender. And he's able to kind of stay home. You know, he kind of got across, planted himself, waited for the running back to make his move, and then swarmed in for the tackle. Good job by Zach Moore.
2nd and 8 at the GSL 28-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right, Pothin and Tayo. Power eye pistol to the right side. Duelis in the shot, in the pistol, takes the high snap, turn, handoff, Entiger up the middle, trying to find some room, wiggles through the line of scrimmage. Up to the 26, pickup of 2 on the carry for Carter Entiger. And that brings up now a 3rd and 5.5, we'll call it 3rd and 6 for the Royals with 8:50 and counting left to go in the first quarter. First drive of the game, Royals start at their own 27. They've been methodically marching down the field on this drive. Entiger, the deep guy, and that slanted power eye. Keevy, the fullback. It's a pistol, I should say. 2 wideouts to the right of Duelis. Ball center of the field on his 3rd and 5.5. Takes a snap, quick swing pass out right side. Pothin with a catch. He's going to get the first down across the 25, up to the 20, and up to the 18-yard line. Pickup of 7 on the pass and catch, and that was just a quick swing pass out to Pothin.
Very quick swing pass there, but like I was saying before, Zach Moore right now kind of all over the field. Did a very good job of making that read. Knew it was swinging out there. Just out of the reach of his hands as he tried to swipe it out of the air quickly. But good job by Zach Moore right now. His head's on a swivel. He's seeing things happen.
1st and 10 at the GSL 19-yard line. Ball in the right hash. Pistol eye. Slanted to the right. Handoff Entiger. That one stuffed in the backfield and swung backwards on the tackle there. John Leastman in on that tackle for GSL. So a 2nd and 11 upcoming, loss of 1 for Entiger. Impressive first drive, though, for Watertown Mayor, Adam.
Yeah, right now they're doing everything right, and they're finding ways, and they're making some good blocks out there.
Pistol power eye to the left, 2 wideouts to the left, ball right hash. Duelis takes a snap. He's going to throw it near side. Pothin is the intended receiver, and a flag on the play. There's contact with Rasper, and I believe it's going to be a foul on the Panthers. Find this hard to believe. Coach simply can't believe it.
Yeah, he's not too happy about it. But, you know, I will say this. Rasper there just kind of getting his hand into the face mask a little bit and pushing off the chest even a little there as the guy tried to make his route. And, You know, one thing is they're going to teach you too. You know, you can get a little hand-to-hand contact with the person, but you can't be forceful with it. You can't be jarring them away or anything like that. Yeah, they're going to watch that here, and right there they made a call.
So it'll be 2nd and 1 for Watertown Mayor. And Sandulis goes over to the sideline, get the play call in, runs it into the huddle on the 2nd and 1 with 7:37 left on the first drive of the game. Start back at their own 7-yard line for Watertown Mayor, looking to strike first. 2 wideouts to the right. Both in slot right is Tayo. Dulis in the pistol eye, hands it off, and Carter Antiger up the middle, finds a little bit of room. Voles gets in there to wrap him up, gets across the 10, would have enough for a first down if it stands, but a flag on the play, and I don't believe it will. Yep, holding. Watertown Mayor, boy, that's a huge penalty to take there, Adam.
That's a big penalty for Watertown Mayor. And, you know, I mean, that's going to hurt you a little bit, but I want to give some credit right now to Zach Voles. Does a good job of coming up into the hole, and you could tell it was one of those read plays. Nobody really had him, but he did a good job of keeping his ground and seeing that running back come through the hole. Wraps him up and does a great job of bringing him down right away.
7:30 left to go in the first quarter, first drive of the game. Watertown Mayor started at their own 27. This is going to be play number 10 of the drive upcoming. 5 runs, 4 passes so far on this drive. Been very effective for the Royals. 2 wideouts to the left, pistol power eye, slanted left. Ball just off to the right side of center of the field. Dulis takes a snap, rolls left, 4-man rush, has time, pressure comes, throw.
That's hard to get your body turned around enough to make a crisp throw there. Very nice throw yet, but it's like I said, just a little off balance, couldn't quite get into his receiver's hands.
3rd and 11 for Watertown Mayor. They're going to go shotgun 4 wide. Enchiker to the right to the quarterback, Dulis. 2 wideouts right, 2 left. Ball just to the right of center of the field. Takes a snap, rolls right, Dulis looking to run. Now he'll make the pass far sideline, tipped. On that one you mentioned, Moore's head on a swivel, and there he comes in to make the pass breakup on the intended pass for Nathan Tayo, brings up 4th down.
And here's the great thing, the receiver takes out until he knew, then makes the move. Great job by Zach Moore, because his whole thought process there probably is, I don't want to get burnt deep if he decides to take off again. So he waited till that ball was committed to his receiver that he's guarding. Does a great job of knocking it down.
Nick Uncheski on for the field goal for Watertown Mayor. It's going to be a 20 or 38-yarder. That one's blocked at the line. It's loose on the ground. Higgins will pick it up. There's a wall of black in front of him. Near sideline 50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. He will go all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
Great job there by GSL special teams. Once again, we saw them get a punt block last week, which goes into the end zone. They fall on it for a touchdown, and now Higgins just picks it up and takes it to the house. Does a great job of that. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $100.
Well, what a wall of blocking he had in front of him. And that's a way to swing a game just like that.
And you know what? Great blocking out front, but I got to give them a lot of props too, because sometimes when you're heading downfield like that, it's tough to keep it so you're not hitting somebody in the back. And I tell you what, every GSL blocker there did a great job staying in front, staying on the pads, in the front of the pads of his defender. Great job by the GSL special teams.
Damian Silas on for the extra point. Dane Schwartz to hold. 6-0 lead in favor of GSL. Low snap, gets it down. Good rush off the edge. End-over-end kick from Silas is up and good. 7-0 the lead in favor of GSL. 6:52 left to go in the first quarter. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
For an outrageously great buffet, make sure you stop at Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe. Stop by for their always good pizzas, crazy good chicken, salad bar, and more. Join them for their Pizza and Pop buffet after every Panther home game for just $7 per person. Plus have your event catered for any occasion. Treat your family to Unhinged Pizza right off Highway 212 East in Glencoe. Get name brand floor coverings and window treatments direct from the mill to you with Bergman Interiors. They're the decorating store at your doors, serving customers for generations. They've got you covered. Bergman Interiors in Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia.
Well, they led by Watertown Mayor. They try a 37-yard field goal from Uncheski. He had to keep it low to drive it the distance. It was too low, gets blocked. Higgins with the return, 70 yards for the touchdown. Extra point from Silas, up and good. 7-0 lead in favor of GSL. 6:52 left to go. First quarter, the defense will head back out onto the field as Silas's kickoff is up and away, as it'll be caught at the 10-yard line, far sideline by Poth. Then he'll bring it back to the hash marks and get brought down just after the 21-yard line is where Watertown Mayor will start this drive 1st and 10 at their own 21. Well, good news for GSL is they stop the drive from Watertown Mayor. They get the block, but now bad news is they're back out there on the field because they return for a touchdown.
You know what, though? Not a bad reward. You know, we'll take it. We'll go back on the field. We just scored a touchdown defensively, or I should say special teams. But you know what? Give GSL a lot of props there. They never gave up. You know, yes, Watertown Mayor was driving on them, but they never gave up once, and they get out there and make a great, great stop.
Pistol, power, eye, slant to the right, ball in the right hash. Duelis, the quarterback, takes the high snap, turn handoff, Entiger, left side looking for room, cuts it back up the middle. He'll dive forward, actually get a decent gain across up to the 25, 26-yard line. He'll pick up a 4 for Entiger on the carry up the middle.
Yeah, Entiger there just doing a good job keeping the feet chopping the whole time and able to find a little bit of a path in between all those defenders there. And like you said, does a good job of falling forward a couple yards and gets a good return on that rush.
2nd and 6 for the Royals with their royal blue helmets, royal blue pants, WM in red with a white trim. Shotgun 4 wide this time, 2 to each side. Entiger, the running back to the right of the quarterback. Duelis takes the waist-high snap. 4-man rush, has time, crossing path, through the hands of Devin Burns, who was open on that crossing route. He and Keevy did a little cross pattern there, and Burns was open and just drops that one.
You know, and that's, again, where GSL, you know, they didn't have a lot of time to come in and really talk about things they need to adjust with, but right there, GSL's got to find a way to make sure you've got a guy on each person, especially if you're in man-to-man. You got to make sure you're making that key look there when they're coming across.
4 for 7 is Duelis passing so far. After he started the game 4 for 4, missed his last 3. Pistol, power, eye, slanted left, rolling left, pressure coming, rolling to the near sideline, flicked, intercepted Moore at the 30, to the 25, 20, there he goes, the tackle, 10, 5, touchdown, Panthers, Zach Moore, a pick 6 of 30 yards.
And Zach Moore, we talked about him before, we said right away, his head is on an absolute swivel. Again, does a great job staying under on that coverage, gets a ball coming right at him. He has to go down a little bit for it, but he keeps his composure, doesn't touch his knees at all, gets through two tacklers there, and makes it all the way into the end zone. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $120.
5:55 left to go, opening quarter. A block kick return for a touchdown and a pick 6. For the Panthers, have them on the board. The offense is yet to step onto the field for GSL.
I don't think defense wants to come out.
Silas on for the extra point. Snap there, down onto the place. And a kick is up from Silas, and it is good. 14-0 lead in favor of GSL. 5:55 left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard in the first quarter. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
You're always a step ahead when you shop at Carly's Shoes in downtown Hutchinson. They carry brands like Red Wing, SAS, Clark's, New Balance, and quality Dansko shoes. Locally owned and operated and serving the area since 1959, it's Carly's Shoes on Main Street, downtown Hutchinson. Low prices and great selection are what you'll find every day at Coburn's Superstore. The freshest produce, freshest meat, a complete line of frozen items, a full-service pharmacy, deli, and convenience store are all available at Coburn's. It's all at Coburn's Superstore on 11th Street in Glencoe.
My Own Body Shop in Glencoe offers complete auto body repair, as well as free estimates, insurance work, glass replacement, quality work, restoration, custom painting, and pinstriping. Call Corey Popelka at My Own Body Shop today to schedule your appointment, 320-864-4964.
5:55 left to go. A pick 6 of 30 yards for Zach Moore, and the extra point for Silas up and good. Offense for the Panthers hadn't stepped on the field, and they're already up 14-0. Silas the kickoff. Low line drive far sideline. That will skip out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line for 35 for Watertown Mayor. An offense that's moved the ball a decent amount that first drive.
Yep.
Second drive, just too many times they've tried that quick little out route, and as we mentioned, as you adroitly pointed out to all the listeners out there, Moore's been keeping his head on a swivel and finally got one and returned it to the house.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, but he's been doing a great job out there on the coverage side and just sticking with his guys. So, and that's what GSL's secondary really needs to work on. And Zach Moore, I mean, he's in the linebacking core, but he's showing these guys, hey, stick with your guy. You know, you'll make the play. You'll make the correct read out there. So, great job by Zach Moore right now. He is having a heck of a game.
Little miscommunication here for Watertown Mayor. Don't know if they had enough guys out there on the field. Some miscommunication, so they'll burn a timeout here with 5:55 left to go in the first quarter. 14-0 GSL leading on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout, Royals.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman's Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia areas. Bruce and Deb got you covered with floor coverings, window treatments, cabinets, and Cambria countertops. Call for your free in-home appointment today.
So it's 14-0. GSL's offense hasn't even had to step out onto the field, Adam. This is a very rare occurrence where this happens.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it just is. But, you know, GSL's defense, I personally think they needed this. They needed to have a couple of really good series, especially to kind of get redemption road here a little bit, where they, of course, are busting down the field. Watertown Mayor is doing a good job of moving the ball, and GSL's defense keeps their composure. Hey, guys, we're going to make the stop. We're going to make the stop. Of course, special teams comes in still defensively, makes a great block, runs it in. Now Zach Moore again, too. Head on a swivel, finds a nice INT, and gets it all the way in for the touchdown.
We'll be using Redemption Road as the line for the section playoffs for GSL.
There you go. I like it.
Shotgun. 2 wideouts left, running back to the left and right of the quarterback, Dulis. Takes the waist-high snap. Quick swing pass out to Pothen. Left side too high, incomplete. Had Mason Pothen there. They've done that play a couple of times. That one just incomplete, and it seems like Dulas, who came out just firing and hitting everything on the target, now just a little off kilter here the last couple of plays.
Yeah, you know, just a little bit. Got to make some adjustments out there, you know, and you know, it just might be, too. It might be just a little bit of the jitters saying, you know, what's going on? How am I doing this? But you got to keep your composure out there. You know, you can't get over the top and let all that emotion get to the better of you.
They had a nice first drive. They were trying a 37-yard field goal when it got blocked and returned for a touchdown for GSL. Snap, handoff, Keevy, first guy through, and just about busted a big one there, but a nice open field tackle by Cody Ray to bring him down at the 39-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the carry for Keevy.
You know, we talked a little bit about that too, that defensive line. If they're continuing to be physical up there and making that offensive line block them, you're opening up that linebacking core, allowing them to get the read that they need to make a tackle. And right there's a good example. Defensive line sticking with their guys, linebacker coming up, making a great tackle.
3rd and 6. Pistol, power eye, slant to the left, 2 wideouts to the left, ball center of the field. Zulis takes a snap, rolls to the left. Pressure coming, Baumgarten gets in there. He gets a little help from the other end as he and Barrett meet at the quarterback and bring him down for a sack and a loss of 2.
Great job by both defensive ends for GSL, doing a great job of holding their guy, or I should say holding their ground, getting around their guy, and once the quarterback starts to scramble, they collapse in on him, and both the DNs come in for a sack. And, of course, with that sack means another $20 from Pro Auto and Transmission to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $40.
So Dulas is also the punter. He's back to kick at his own 22-yard line. Dane Schwartz back to receive at his own 27. Light breeze blowing near side to far side. Sun is setting. No, not much in the way of sun on the field anymore. Pressure coming. Dulas gets it away. It's a high end over end kick. Fair catch called for and caught at the 31-yard line by Dane Schwartz. They put the pressure on the block there, Adam.
Yeah.
And the offense finally steps onto the field.
Hey, there they are. They are here. We were curious, but good job by GSL's punt return team there, getting good pressure on that line, trying to find a seam that get in there. And I tell you what, they got the punt away, but there were 5 to 6 guys that ended up getting into that backfield a little bit and putting some pressures. So don't be surprised GSL doesn't continue to keep doing that.
So Panthers offense led by Corey Johnson, the 6'1", 205-pound senior. Under center, I formation, 1 wide out each side. Going to do the mesh play, pull it out the gut, run it right side. Not much to be found there for Johnson. Pickup of 2 on the keep right side. 100 yards rushing for him last week in the victory for GSL. 100 yards rushing, couple touchdowns, good passing performance as well. GSL won 27-20 over Foley last week. 2nd and 8 upcoming. 1 wide out each side. Higgins wide left, wide right is Olslaben. I formation, stiff to the fullback. Rzichka, the deep man in the alley, they hand it off to him left side. He breaks an arm tackle to 35 to the 40. 45 midfield, far sideline, 50 to the 40. 35, 30. Stiff arm and tripped and brought down by Polton. A touchdown saving trip and tackle by Polton on that one. Brings him down to the 26-yard line.
And, of course, GSL doing a great job. They're getting out and blocking in front of Riley Rzichka, able to get him some room. And great job by the tackle, getting downfield, making some good blocks. But, of course, we talked about this on Wednesday, too, on Panther Sports Weekly, was how impressed Corey Johnson was with his backfield and how they block for each other. Like I said, Higgins and Rzichka, big guys. Great job by the running backs.
41 yards on that run for Rzichka. They'll give it to him right side. Student body right, follows the blockers, gets across the 20, hop steps around the tackler and brought down to the 15-yard line. 7.
You know, we talked a little bit, too, on Wednesday about the running backs, like I said, with Higgins and Rzichka. And they're both some pretty special backs back there. I mean, like we said, for their size, they're big. But, man, can they make some moves, and they're so well-balanced. And Scott Chimpley mentioned it, too. He was very impressed with those guys.
2 wideouts left, I formation backfield. Johnson under center, gets the snap, kind of bobbled there for a second. He pulls it out the gut. He's going to run it himself right side across the 10. Trip brought down. That's having a pickup of 8 on that carry and a first down for GSL.
Corey Johnson just following his lead blocker, Riley Rzichka, as they get up the middle. And I tell you what, Riley Rzichka right there just decleated somebody on a great block. I mean, this kid is out there. He's not afraid to get in there and get tough and physical, and it's fun to watch. And as a quarterback for Corey Johnson, you're thinking, I love this right now. This guy's going to protect me completely.
2:30 and counting left to go, opening quarter. 14-0 GSL leading. All Slavin wide left, slot left, Higgins, I formation backfield, and timeout?
Yep.
GSL with 2:21 left to go, 14-0 GSL leading. Glencoe Power scoreboard. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Bergman's Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia areas. The decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service. We got you covered.
You noticed something there, Adam, you're trying to point out to me on that play as they were lining up. Or is it just the timeout?
I think it was just a timeout.
Okay.
Just timeout. I wish I knew something because I was like, wow, I did?
It's trying to make you sound good. So a timeout called there by GSL as they've gotten 2 touchdowns already, 1 a blocked field goal returned for a touchdown. Higgins Silver, and they'll hand it off left side and into the end zone as Will Higgins. Another touchdown for him, this one from 3 yards out.
And Will Higgins right there, he's found a way again, very agile, getting around some of these guys and scampers in for another 6 on the board for GSL. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $160.
Silas on for another extra point. Dane Schwartz to hold. 27-0. There's been good pressure off the edge from Watertown Mayor. Just haven't been able to get there quite yet. High snap, able to get it down quickly. Kick is up, kick is away from Silas, and it is good. 28-0. GSL leading over Watertown Mayor on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
Dale Cookton here. Never clean your gutters again with Gutter Helmet. Gutter Helmet is the #1 gutter protection system in the world. Couple your gutter helmet with the Jenko Fascia gutter system for complete protection. Go with the best. Gutter Helmet and Django.
For reliable comfort year-round, go with the Heritage family of heat pumps from American Standard and Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe. Heritage heat pumps warm your home in the winter and cool it in the summer. For complete sales, installation, and service, visit Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe.
Fire truck looking like new with a stop at Glencoe Collision Center. Eric Maytag and his crew have years of experience specializing in collision and auto body dent repair, accessories, glass. They offer free estimates and work with all insurance companies. Check out their Facebook page to find out more. Trust the experts at Glencoe Collision Center.
62-yard drive, 4 plays, 3-yard touchdown run by Higgins. His second touchdown of the game. He picked up the blocked field goal and returned it for a touchdown. Silas kickoff near sideline. Oh, that rolled out of bounds just on the near side. Nearly got into the end zone. It rolled out at the half-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 35 for Watertown Mayor.
Just a unlucky bounce right there. And Silas, too, coming off the field, just kind of gave it the mitt there on the defense. Dripping wet, 120 pounds.
On a good day.
On a good day, getting down the field, but sticking with that receiver, and that's what this coaching staff is looking for.
I mean, the big key is he gets his athleticism from his mom.
Definitely from his mom. Don't say that too loud around Dean.
Pistol power eye, slanted right handoff, Entiger up the middle, breaking an arm tackle, keeps the legs churning, gets across the 35 up to the 37-yard line before he stopped for a pickup of 2. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 8 for Watertown Mayor at their own 37-yard line, going left to right. Sun has set behind us here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. 28-0 lead in favor of GSL. Blocked field goal return for a touchdown, pick 6 for a touchdown, and then 2 rushing touchdowns for Zichka and Higgins for GSL on their 2 offensive drives far in this game. They lead 28-0 over Watertown Mayor. 3rd and 8. Duelis in the pistol. Takes the snap, turn, handoff, Keevy up the middle, stutter steps, comes back near side, fumble, ball loose, who's going to end up on it? A lot of black jerseys are there, and GSL has it. Covered by the Panthers, and it'll be 1st and 10 in Watertown Mayor territory. Good recovery there. Leastman ends up with it as he pops out of the pile, the ball held high.
And this GSL defense right now, they are rolling. They are finding a way to do whatever they can to stop this Watertown Mayor team, and whether it's an interception or blocking a field goal, or just making a stop completely, they're finding a way to do it. And right there again, ball gets popped out of a guy's hands, comes down, GSL right there to recover it.
1st and 10 at the Watertown Mayor 39-yard line. GSL's going to go in a shotgun formation. 3 wideouts, 2 right, 1 left. Takes a snap, false start.
Yeah.
Head start there by Ruzicka as they flank her right side. He was going.
Yeah, got going just a tad sooner than the rest of the whole squad.
It's an easy call, and you don't hear much complaints from anybody.
Coaching staff all just kind of looked down and said, yep.
1st and 10 at their 1st and 15, at the Watertown Mayor 44-yard line now. Lights are on bright. Here on a Friday night, feels right. Good amount of rhyming for me today. Higgins single wide out to the left, going to hand it off for Zichka, coming back left side, following his lead. Stiff arm. Down on that one by Watertown Mayor's Ethan Tang in on the tackle. Pick up a 4.
Right there on that run, too. Ruzicka coming around with the ball and looked as if he might get a guy that's going to kind of stick in the gut. And he kind of twists and turns and finds the gap in between 2 guys and makes himself fall forward. So great job by him. I tell you, that's another kid out there, too, that just head is on a swivel, always looking for that opening.
2nd and 11, 2 wideouts to the right. Wide right is Christensen. I formation backfield. Ruzicka dots the I. Mesh play right side, gives it to Stifter. Stifter drags a defender across the 40 up to the 36-yard line for a pickup of 4 on that carry for Stifter.
And Stifter is another guy that head coach Scott Chimpley on Wednesday night on Panther Sports Weekly that he really praised. Scott Chimpley praised him just about how a guy that's kind of put into the system and said, here you go, you're going to play fullback. We got to get you going here, make some blocks. Outstanding in the mesh, but doing a great job blocking for the rest of the team.
3rd and 6 for GSL. Pro set backfield. 3-step drop, looking left, throwing left. Ball held on to by Allslave and brought down on the near side, the 25-yard line. A pickup of no. Overruled. The back judge says the ball hit the ground. Allslave, good fight on that one, and now the chains will have to reset. Judge on the official, the back judge was the one that made the ruling that the ball did hit the ground. So it will be 4th down, incompletion. On that one is Alsleben nearly. I thought he reeled that one in, Adam.
Yeah, it sure looked like it right away, but, the ball hit him in the hand, got a little off the fingertips a bit, and he kind of had to readjust, but I think what they're calling is didn't have a full grip on it when it came down that point, hit the ground of the ball. And, of course, that is an incomplete pass. So.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Did you watch the replay?
I did.
5 times?
Yep, we're
Super
good.
slow?
It's an incomplete pass.
It's incomplete, okay, good.
Yeah, yep.
And 6. Now it looks like it's 5.5. That ball, shouldn't the ball be on the other side of the, it's to the left of the 35. It should be to the right of it.
Yeah, I thought so too, actually.
Yeah. I think they'll get that flipped here because the chains moved.
Yeah, they moved a little.
It should be, yeah. The head official is going to move it here. Well, he got it to the 35, so it's 5.5 instead of 6. So 2 wideouts, 1 each side. Christensen right, Alsleben left on this 4th down play. 5-step drop, 5-man rush, look, throw, far side. Christensen, oh, he had it and spiked it into the ground. If it's volleyball, that's a great play. If it's football, not so good, incomplete, turnover on downs.
That's funny. I like it. Yeah, Christensen just going up, and I tell you, hit him square in the hands. Just couldn't quite get the fingertips around to keep the ball within his hands there. And head coach Scott Chimpley pulls him across right now and just says, hey, listen, this is how we got to learn. We got to get this down. Bring that ball in right away, okay? Don't just, like you said, don't bunt it. Don't block it.
Yeah, you're not blocking it.
No.
Just reel it in, and he knows it, too, on the sideline right now.
Back in the day, we used to have a guy nicknamed Rock Hands because he just couldn't catch. So he moved him to defense. So
That's what you're there for. That's
right.
why they play defense.
That's right.
1st and 10 at their own 35 for Watertown Mayor, so they don't pay for the turnover. 28-0 the lead in favor of GSL. 3 wideouts to the right, high snap, toss play right side. Endiger looking for a cutback lane. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Pickup of 1 on that one. Nice little lunge at the end. Picks up 1, brings up 2nd and 9 for Watertown Mayor going left to right.
I'll give you 2 guesses again. Who was in that backfield there, stopping, making a great read, and making that tackle?
Would it be Zach Moore?
It sure was. Zach Moore again in that backfield, causing mayhem for this Watertown Mayor team. They cannot find a way right now to get him stopped.
2nd and 9, shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Ball in the right hash. Running back to the left of the quarterback, Dulis. Takes the snap, looks, stands tall, throw, far side. Pothin catches that one, a little flanker out there for 2 yards, and he's wrapped up immediately by guess who, everyone? Zach Moore with the tackle, but a pickup of 4.
Zach Moore, and that's one thing I think head coach Scott Chimpley has already, and we've seen it here as we've talked about this whole game so far, is we got flankers going out that way or we got a wide out. We're putting Zach Moore out there. He's our best pass coverage linebacker that we've got right now. And I tell you what, he's really found a way to keep himself heavily involved in this game.
He is shadowing Pothin across the field right now. 3rd and 5 at their own 40-yard line. Rolling right, Dulis looking to pass, has time, throw over the middle, tipped, and it bobbled into the body in the hands of Pothin. He'll hold on to it and bring it down in a pickup of 7 and a 1st down. Literally got deflected by the defender in front of him, and then stayed right on his chest. He held on to that one. Nice catch.
You got 2 guys out there that kind of stepped in. At 20, that's Jacob Christensen getting in on that play as well. But then you also have, again, Zach Voles getting in there and getting a hand on it too. So great job by these 2 guys that weren't on the starting roster right away, but have stepped in when they've had some injuries or guys that needed breaks.
1st and 10 at their own 47, looking for a play-action pass. Pressure coming. He's going to run with it up the middle, and Dulis will get tripped down on that one. He gets across midfield. A good pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Andrew Rasford coming in on that one there as Dulis just gets away a little bit, and Andrew Rasford kind of going for the tackle low. Great job by him. Dulis there trying to get over the top of him, but just couldn't keep his feet.
Brings up a 2nd and 4 now for Watertown Mayor, going left to right, moving the ball here after a nice stop on GSL's possession after the turnover. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side, 2nd and 4. Dulis, ball in the right hash, running back Endiger to his left, takes the snap. 4-man rush, has time, throw over the middle, ball is caught, held on to by Pothin, across the middle, cuts it back far side to the 25 to the 20, tries to hurdle away, and he gets across the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. Nice pitch and catch on that one from Dulis to Pothin.
Dane Schwartz coming up big with that tackle there to get him down before he can get away from anybody, and right there, too. You could just see a little miscommunication in that secondary there as he finds a way to get open opponent and gets away from everybody. But good job by the defense catching up to him and bringing him down.
Pick up a 37 and all is said and done. 1st and 10 at the GSL 16-yard line, going left to right. Shotgun 4 wide, both in slot right. Dulis takes the shotgun snap, waist-high snap, looking left, staring left, throwing left, corner route, left side, ball caught, held on to, touchdown! Watertown Mayor Jamison Keevy with the hands from 16 yards out. What a reel in and a touchdown for the Royals.
That's a great catch right there by Keevy, going up for it, fully extended up, hands up, and tell you what, I don't know, he doesn't have gloves on, so he must have some stickum on them hands, but does a great job bringing it back down and in for a touchdown there. And Andrew Rasper is out there on the defensive side for GSL and on the coverage and just couldn't get his back turned enough to see where that ball is. He gets himself turned around a little bit, he might be able to make a play on that ball.
Yuncheski on for the extra points. Pothen to hold. Takes the waist-high snap. Pressure coming up the gut, but he's able to get the kick away. Yuncheski's kick is up and good. On the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, and now reads GSL leading 28-7 over Watertown May. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
Ashley Furniture Home Store, the #1 brand of furniture in America, now open in Hutchinson. From rustic farmhouse to contemporary living to big family spaces, find your style at any budget. The new Ashley Furniture Home Store in Hutchinson off of Highway 15 next to Best Buy and Target. Ashley Home Store. This is home. Call 320-587-HOME for more details.
Glencoe Regional Health Services now offers urgent care 7 days a week, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., even on Sunday. No appointment needed. Please use the hospital entrance at 1805 Hennepin Avenue North in Glencoe. Now offering urgent care, Glencoe Regional Health Services.
65 yards on the drive, takes just over 3 minutes off the clock, and Watertown Mayor touchdown pass from Dulis to Keevy, and just like that, it's a 28-7 score in favor of GSL on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, but a nice drive offensively there for the Royals, Adam.
Yeah, really good job there, continuing to maintain a great drive there, but continuing to always go back to the run, pass, mixing it up a little bit, and they found a way. They found a hole in that defensive secondary and was able to get down the field.
Chesky kicks it away, caught back at the 10-yard line, cutting it back to the near side as he gets to the 20 to the 25. Following his blockers, 2 flags come in. He gets it across the 30 to the 40 before he's brought down on the play. Good open field tackle on that one by Sam Ragnar, but the flags in the backfield, 2 officials saw, I believe, a hold or a block in the back.
Yeah, one guy got clipped out there pretty good. I'm curious if they're going to call that, but there, it could have been a hold easily. Yeah, that's what they're going to call, kind of a push in the back there on that penalty.
So it'll be 1st and 10 deep from their own territory here with 5:34 left to go in the first half. 28-7 the lead in favor of GSL. Backing it up inside the 20, back to their own 12-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 12 for GSL. Next home game for the Panthers will be the homecoming game against Holy Family Catholic. So the section teams are playing at home this year in their East Central District, South Division. Opening night of division play in Cross. I formation backfield, 1 wide out to the right, going to hand it off. Mesh play pulled out the gut, bounce to the left side off guard with it. Is Johnson driving, arm flailing around, gets it across and up to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 8 for Johnson on the carry.
And Johnson, too, we saw last week with him, very good in the mesh play up there right away with Stifter, but also a very good job running the ball. And tell you what, got to see him on Wednesday night, like I said, on Panther Sports Weekly. That's a big boy. He's a big kid up there, so tough guy to bring down as well, and he's coming at you.
6'1", 205 for the senior. Single wide out to the right. I formation backfield. Someone switched which hand was down on the line of scrimmage, and that's going to back him up 5 yards for GSL.
Yeah, that's one thing, of course, offensively. When you're going down as a lineman, you set yourself, you set. You can't move again. You can't switch anything up, and it's one thing you just got to remember. Yeah, it might feel a little weird, but you know what? You're already down. You got to stay that way.
Going to have to deal with it. So it'll bring up 2nd and 7 now for GSL. 4:50 and counting left to go first half. I formation backfield. Ruzicka, the deep man in the eye. They're going to do a counter right side with it. Stutter step gets it, bounces it far side to the 20 to the 21, and he's going to be close to a first down. Let's see if he got to the 22 or not. It's a pickup of 7 or a pickup of 6. Looks like they're saying third down, I believe. Pickup of 6? Or is it enough? It's enough. Pick it up for down. No chains. Chains did not come out.
You know, and Riley Ruzicka doing a good job running there, and really only had one guy to really beat to get around that edge, but in his abilities there, and able to make a big tackle on Riley Ruzicka.
First and 10, around 22 line for GSL. Ball going right to left across your radio dial, computer, phone, whatever screen or device you're listening to us on. Single wide out to the left is Higgins. I formation backfield handoff. Mesh play up the middle with it. Stifter. He goes rumbling through across to the 30 to the 35. Two hands on the ball and a double team tackle. Finally brings him down at the 37-yard line. The player is going to have to come out of the game. As the helmet popped off for Ethan Tang. He'll have to come off the field for a play, but a nice pickup and a nice first down for Stifter on that carry up to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 15.
And Jacob Stifter, I mean, I tell you what, that is a tough kid out there as well. 200-pound sophomore coming at you at fullback, but he does such a good job of, he's not going to lose that.
Handoff coming around left side with it. Higgins trying to follow his blockers, steps inside of him, gets it across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 5 for Higgins. He had to go water bug on that one to find as much, whatever room he could.
I was also going to say, it's not a piece of bread, it's a loaf of bread.
It's a loaf.
If you got both hands around a piece of bread,
it's a little excessive.
It's a little excessive. You're right.
Single wide out, all Slavin to the left. Pro set backfield, quick handoff. Defense ready. This play, Ruzicka with it up the middle, cuts it back to the near sideline to the midfield. Steps around a tackler and brought down. Nice job getting a hand on him there. Was Nathan Tyan to bring him down at the 45-yard line and prevent that from being an absolutely huge play for GSL. Still a pickup of 13.
Because like you said, Watertown Mayor was not ready for it. GSL went with a quick count right there, and Watertown Mayor was still trying to adjust where they were going to go and who they were going to defend. To tell you what, Ruzicka, he is not afraid to cut across the field.
Wishbone backfield, handoff, second man through left side with it. 14 and a first down for Higgins.
Good job there, just following his blockers. That's what you got to do. Get them guys out in front of you there, make a hole in the path, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hurry up offense for GSL going here, under 3 minutes left to go. Wishbone backfield handoff, second man through right side with it. Ruzicka across the 30 up to the 25 and met by a pair of Royal defenders and brought down at the 23-yard line. A pickup of 8.
You know, one thing we haven't seen here so far tonight, though, either, as we talked about last week, Corey Johnson, head coach Scott Chimpley, they were throwing out hand signals for what they wanted for plays. Tonight we've seen a lot of Corey Johnson coming to the sideline, getting the play that way.
Second and 2, Wishbone backfield for GSL. Clock rolling here in the first half. Handoff, second man through left side with it. Higgins following his blocker, gets it across the 20 to the 15 to the 10-yard line. On that one, another pickup of 14 for Higgins.
And Higgins there, he had to he was going to juke, but he couldn't juke because the referee was right there, so he had to zig. So he found a way.
Diagonal handoff, Stifter up the middle with it, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into the end zone. Touchdown from 10 yards for Jacob Stifter.
And Jacob Stifter right there again, loaf of bread in the grocery cart, and he just grabs onto it and heads right into the end zone, hitting 2 guys, getting away from him. Like you said, rumbling, stumbling his way in there. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $180.
Very impressive drive. 88 yards on 9 plays on the clock. And not sure what it is.
I think they're going to do water break.
With 2:09 left to go. It's not, I was going to say, it's not that bad tonight. Is that, I'm not sure.
Oh, they just wanted one guy to go off.
Someone must have, helmet came off or at least got jarred free where they had to get the player off the field. So GSL will sub that player out.
The ball.
This is up. And no good. Pulled that one. He stared at it. He pulls it left. Makes the score 34-7 in favor of GSL. And the Glencoe Light and Power score. We're back in after this. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
State Farm Combined Home and Auto. Call State Farm agent Larry Anderson at 320.
Goes deep near side. That one will be out of bounds. Both of them got a hand on it, but good coverage on that one by Zach Moore with a little help over the top on that one from Jacob Christensen for GSL.
Yeah, right now they've taken out Riley Rajicka and Will Higgins out of that cornerback position, and they're getting some young guys in, and this is good. This is what head coach Scott Chimpley talked about on Wednesday. Again, we've got guys that can fill the gap, and we've told them, you guys will help out. We aren't going to have them always playing in there. They're going to need some breaks. And right now, with the score the way it is, let's get these guys a little bit more experience. So you've got, like I said, Christensen and Reese Schwartz out there helping out Dane Schwartz in the backfield for the defense.
2nd and 10, shotgun formation, 3 wide to the right, ball in the middle of the field. Takes a snap to Duelis. Blitz comes, throw near side, incomplete. Both in the intended receiver. Incomplete, 3rd and 10.
And good, Watertown Mayor coming out with a good scheme right there. We're going to have one guy rush deep, try to pull some guys off, and then we're going to cut 2 guys back in there. We're going to see which guy is open, and just a little errant throw right there and couldn't get it to a receiver. But GSL's defense here now got to kind of scrambling there a little bit on that call. Got to figure out who you're going to be on in that type of situation.
3rd and 10 at their own 40, going left to right. 55 seconds left to go first half. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Duelis with the running back. Seniger. Duelis takes the head-high snap, looking to pass. Throw far sideline, incomplete, overthrown. Intended receiver on that one was the 6'3" Ethan Tang, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's a good idea, but just too high for the 6'3" Tang on that pass. And now 4th down upcoming with 51 seconds left. GSL does have 2 timeouts left. This half is not over by a long shot, especially the way they've been taking chunks of yardage in this game. Duelis to punt, stands at his own 28-yard line. Back to receive is Dane Schwartz at his own 25. Gets the snap, has time, punts away, low line drive. Schwartz will have a little bit of a return here. 4 guys rushing up the field, tries to stutter step around a couple of them. There's 5. Watertown Mayor players there to wrap them up, bring them down at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 at their own 26 for GSL.
Yeah, Dane Schwartz there. The punt kind of knuckleballed on him a little bit and kind of dropped, in front of him a little, so he had to come up on it, but tried to make something a little more than what was really there given to him. And hey, he got 1 yard.
So 1st and 10. They're generous. Put them at the 27, so a pickup of 2 on the return.
We'll give them 2.
Give them 2. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line, going right to left for GSL. 41 seconds left to go. Do have 2 timeouts. An interesting approach here on offense for the Panthers. Going to go with a couple wide outs to the left. Higgins slot left, wide left, all Slavin I formation backfield. Handoff Ruzicka right side, following the blockers, trying to stutter step, spins away from the first guy. Will not fall forward. Check that. That is a different player out there. That is Adrian Trevino with the carry and a pickup of 8.
He was a very good running back here that GSL had, and he ended up having a little bit of an injury that kind of held him off a little bit from a year ago. 2nd
and 1, going to hand off up the middle with it. Trevino's got the first down across the 40. Bulldozes forward across the 45 up to the 49-yard line. And a nice pickup of 13 on the carry for Trevino and a quick timeout as the clock stops to move the chains. 9 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts left for GSL. They're going to use either of them here. No, they are not. That will do it for the first half of action. And GSL will take a 34-7 lead over Watertown Mayor as we go to the half. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, get you your halftime stats and halftime report. Brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. We're back in 2 minutes here on KGLB.
First Minnesota Bank is a proud supporter of Glencoe-Silver Lake High School athletics. For generations, First Minnesota Bank in Glencoe has been committed to customer service excellence. Ask them about their new First Flex Access account, a flexible account that earns higher interest rates than a savings account with more withdrawal and deposit flexibility than a certificate of deposit. Call or stop by in person for more details about this great new account. First Minnesota Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
For over 23 years, Johnny Rock's Body Shop has been helping people get back on the road. They'll offer free estimates, work with all types of insurance, and offer a lifetime guarantee workmanship. Johnny Rock's Body Shop, 1 mile south of Glencoe on County Road 2 or at 320-894-7664.
Bum's Family Restaurant in Glencoe offers daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. And don't forget about their famous beef commercial, rated the best beef commercial in the state by WCCO TV. Bum's Family Restaurant in Glencoe, where made from scratch is their recipe.
Low prices and great selection are what you'll find every day at Coburn Superstore. The freshest produce, freshest meat, a complete line of frozen items, a full-service pharmacy, deli, and convenience store are all available at Coburn's. It's all at Coburn Superstore on 11th Street in Glencoe. Hutchinson Health is proud to offer urgent cares 7 days a week for athletic and sports injuries as well as general health issues. Urgent care means better access to the immediate care you need. Find out more at hutchhealth.com. Hutchinson Health regular clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 8 till 5.
Never clean your gutters again. With Gutter Helmet, you will give you peace of mind.
Never clean your gutters with Gutter Helmet. Gutter Helmet is the #1 gutter protection system in the world. Couple your Gutter Helmet with the Janko Fascia Gutter Helmet, Sunesta, and Janko.
Gutter Helmet, guaranteed for life.
7 in offense. Well, when they stepped on the field, they only stepped on the field with 4:26 left to go, Adam. And you assume that's probably not good news for GSL, but actually they were up 14-0 at that point. A nice first drive from Watertown Mayor, but then turnovers into points immediately.
Yeah, you said it right, though, how you're like, boy, what's going on over there? But you know what? GSL's defense came here to play tonight, and they were doing great things out there where the offense did not need to come out there because, yes, normally your offense puts the points up. Well, GSL's defense comes away with 2 scores to start off the quarter, and boy, wouldn't that have been something, too, to see if offense didn't come out at all in the first quarter? It would have been kind of something to see, but you don't see that very often, of course, but great job by the defense. They've come here to play tonight, but so is the offense. We've seen a lot of methodical series coming out of GSL.
Yeah, just one, well, 2 technically that didn't end in scores, but one that had time, and nice to see Adrian Trevino get back out onto the field for GSL at the end of the first half. The drive, game started off with the Watertown Mayor with the ball first, moved it down the field, came out with a 37-yard field goal attempt by Yuncheski, but it was too low. He tried to drive it, needed to have the distance to get it there. It gets blocked and then picked up by Will Higgins. Returns 70 yards for a touchdown, extra point from Silas, up and good. Next possession, the second play of it, a pass to the near side from Doulis, intercepted by Zach Moore. A pick 6. He goes 30 yards to the house, extra point up and good, 14-0. 3 and out for Watertown Mayor, and as I mentioned, GSL finally gets on the field with 4:26 left to go in the first quarter. They march down the field 68 yards, 6 plays, a 2-yard touchdown run by Riley Rosichka makes it 21-0 in favor of GSL. That drive going 68 yards, took 2:33 off the clock and made it 21-0. Another 3 and out for Watertown Mayor. GSL, another 3-yard touchdown run by Higgins. An offensive score for him, but a second touchdown of the game already at that point. Extra point up and good by Silas, 28-0. It would stay that way after a couple of drives, but then Watertown Mayor goes 65 yards after turnover on downs on a 4th down pass play that was knocked, that was in and out. But an impressive first half from GSL on the running side of things. The passing, just 2 passes for Corey Johnson, both incomplete, but this Watertown Mayor team, we heard a lot of things about them coming into this game, but this Watertown Mayor team, they show some grit, they show some heart. They don't have a whole lot of size up front, which could be an issue for them going forward throughout the season, but boy, this team gives it their all, and they got some really good skill players out there, Adam.
Yeah, they've, like you mentioned, they're small up front for size-wise, but you got to look at it, too. You've got a lot of sophomores, you got a lot of freshmen that have come up and stepped in and played in some spots, and it's good to see that grit yet. Even though what the scoreboard says, they're showing a lot of grit, and that's awesome to see for the program. And they've got the capability of doing some great things. I don't know. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but keep an eye on this team throughout the year because there could be one where all of a sudden they might pinch a team that thinks that they're going to win that game. They've got the capability to do that, and it'd be great to see for that program to do it. But right now, GSL finding a way to continue to roll. And like we said, defensively, they've come here to play tonight, but the offensive side, too, besides the 2 times, that not being able to score, but just doing a good job of moving that ball down. We're seeing some great runs. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen much in the passing play, of course. Two incompletes right there. but they're working a lot of different people in and out of this offense right now. So great to see by GSL.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do in the second half. Have to assume starters will be out there. GSL will have the ball first to start the second half, and that may be it for their day, potentially.
Yeah, and, we've already gotten to see here, even at the end of the second quarter here, we saw Adrian Trevino. And, like I said, that's a name that people may know and may not know because he's a guy that got injured last year.
Wasn't it against Watertown Mayor? He got injured.
It really was.
And he came back and still finished out that game.
Yes, he did.
And that was after he tore his ACL, as we later learned.
Right, and he's out here. He made two really good runs right there. And I tell you what, that kid is fast, but he's got a big brace on his leg. But you saw here, too, as they ran off, Corey Johnson running up to him, giving him kind of a hug, saying, hey, you're back on it, man. Now let's continue to move forward. So great to see him out there. But like I said, they're moving other guys in already, trying to get them some experience and maybe some time out there. And, we might see something. We'll see how Adrian Trevino works here and what's going to happen. You just never know as the year goes on.
And that's always the thing that's interesting, especially following GSL as much as we have over the years, is that the starting lineup week one very rarely it doesn't hold true the entire season. There are always coaches are always looking for adjustments, always looking for that edge.
Well, and especially when you've got your two running backs going both ways and playing cornerback as well. Probably two of the most. I don't want to say it because I don't want to give the offense and defensive linemen any, you guys, not you guys are always getting hit. But you look at those though, you're always running. You're on coverage. You're running the ball all the time. So this might be a way, too, that the coaching staff is really trying to find out how can we make this into a full platoon, which is what they really, really preach at GSL. Mm-hmm. We want 11 and 11. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they continue to go through here in this season.
And how much of this getting some guys in here in this game is an eye towards potentially next week, a huge game against Delano, a team that's won the district the last couple of years.
And you got to find a way, too, that, we've seen them. They've got size. They're big boys over there. And we know that Delano program is a smash-mouth football program. So you might be looking for a couple of those guys to give some of these guys a breather, but what can you bring to the table when we put you in as well? So maybe that's what they're trying to see here tonight, especially with Adrian Trevino. You talk about him and, guy that hasn't seen the field yet. He's had an injury, pretty severe injury.
Yeah.
But how are you going to react when you get out there? Can you make the cuts? Can you run full speed? And it shows so far in 2 runs that he's got the speed there yet. So it's be interesting to see.
Let's get you some of the stats from the first half. Will Higgins leading, he's second. Riley Ruzicka leading rusher with 8 carries for 87 yards and a touchdown for him. Will Higgins with 5 carries for 82 yards and a touchdown. Jacob Stifter, 4 carries, 32 yards and a touchdown in the game for him. Corey Johnson, 4 carries for 22 yards. And Adrian Trevino, as we mentioned, big return for him here tonight. 2 carries for 21 yards. Johnson 0 for 2 passing in this game. On the other side of the ledger for Watertown Mayor, Anson Dulas, 9 from 19 passing with a touchdown and interception for 135 yards in the game. Carter Entiger, 9 carries for 4 yards. Jamison Keevy, 3 carries for 4 yards as well, but a fumble loss. And Anson Dulas with 3 carries for 6 yards. Leading receiver, Mason Pothen. Boy, that receiver, shifty kid, great player out of the slot and really showing some nice skill out there. 6 receptions, 92 yards for him. Tayo with 2 receptions for 27, and Keevy 1 reception for 16, the touchdown reception for Watertown Mayor in that first half. That is your halftime stats and reports brought to you by Gutter Helmets of Minnesota. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back, give you a rundown of what happened last week around the area with the district play and also with section play. We'll get going on that. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLE. Panthers leading 34-7.
If you've got a newer truck or tractor, you may need a newer diesel fuel. That's because newer engines operate under such extreme heat and pressure, they can actually cook your fuel, causing power loss, clogged filters, even engine failure. The solution is simple. Cenex Premium Diesel from Glencoe Co-op Association with a special additive package formulated for the rugged demands of today's diesel engines. Want a better running fleet? Get a better running diesel. Contact Glencoe Co-op Association, your certified Cenex distributor today. Next to your home, your car is your biggest investment. Don't settle for less. Go with the experts at Pro Auto in Glencoe and Hutchinson. They can handle all repairs to all makes and models from the simple to complex. See the pros at Pro Auto in Hutchinson and Glencoe. No one works craftsmanship at Matthews Vasha Construction. For an outrageously great buffet, make sure you stop at Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe. Stop by for their always good pizzas, crazy good chicken, salad bar, and more. Join them for their Pizza and Pop buffet after every Panther home game for just $7 per person. Plus have your event catered for any occasion. Treat your family to Unhinged Pizza right off Highway 212 East in Glencoe. You're always a step ahead when you shop at Carly's Shoes in downtown Hutchinson. They carry brands like Red Wing and Dansko Shoes. Locally owned and operated and serving the area since 1959, it's Carly's Shoes on Main Street, downtown Hutchinson.
My Own Body Shop in Glencoe offers complete auto body repair, as well as free estimates, insurance work, glass replacement, quality work, restoration, custom painting, and pinstriping. It's $449.64.
First Minnesota Bank is a proud supporter of GSL Athletics. Whether the Panthers are home or away, bank on the go with the FMB mobile app. Check your balances, make a payment, and transfer money right from your phone. Download FMB mobile on the App Store or get it on Google Play today. Member FDIC.
For over 90 years, Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe has worked hard to provide the area with high-quality vehicles at affordable prices. View their entire new and pre-owned inventory online at harpobrothers.com. Your dealer by choice for generations. It's Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe. Save money with energy conservation tips and rebates through the Glencoe Light and Power Commission. Whether you are planning to purchase Energy Star appliances or products, switch to LED holiday lights, or simply want your home, farm, or business to operate more energy efficiently, Glencoe Light and Power Commission is in your corner, working to ensure your needs are met while saving you money. Visit GlencoeLightandPower.com to learn more. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students, it's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation.
Welcome back, everyone, to Stevens Seminary Stadium here in Glencoe. 34-7, the lead in favor of GSL at the half. Panthers are out, getting themselves ready for the second half. Watertown Mayor will follow suit here shortly. Give you a rundown of last week, week one of the high school football season. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard from last week. Well, it was a good week for the South as they matchups between the North and South win in favor of the South. Holy Family, big win on the road, 32-23 over New London Spicer. GSL a win at home against Foley. Watertown Mayor, one of the losses, but that wasn't a cross matchup, a north-south matchup, because they played Rockford. They had to deal with Rockford before the whole district stuff started. Rockford winning 41-14. DC victorious over Little Falls 48-18. Annandale holds on to defeat Albany 13-6. And it was Litchfield over St. Cloud Cathedral 12-7 last week in the East Central District, in a district match for them. Other games going on tonight. Annandale at DC. Annandale leading 21-14 that game at the half. Last update we have on that one. Do not have any game that is going on at Holy Family. Of course, Holy Family, as I mentioned, big win for them last week at New London Spicer. We know how tough that place can be, Adam.
Yeah, that's one of the toughest spots in the, I'm going to say it, the old Wright County.
What now?
Yeah, right, what? But
every other sport, you mean?
Yeah, but that is that's a tough place to go into, and I tell you what, their fans are usually making that place a rockin', is what you could say, and it's a tough atmosphere. It's a great field and everything to go play at. I actually really like that field and that setup, and it's tough to play there, but that's a huge win.
Now Holy Family here for homecoming in a couple of weeks. That's their next home game. Next week, go on the road, take on Delano, and then on the road for Albany on the 21st of September.
On the road again.
Just can't wait to get on the road again. You can hear that music here on KGLB. That's the nice part.
Yeah, there you go.
See, right there, transition.
Yep.
Transition. The Watertown Mayor now out on the field. They put an extra 3 minutes up on the clock. If we're looking at Section 2 AAA this year, last year, remember, 8 teams. This year, Providence Academy added a couple more schools to their football program, so they've been bumped up to a 4A school. So now this is a 7-team section in Section 2 AAA. So it's everyone from last year except Providence Academy. GSL, Watertown Mayor, Norwood Young America, Holy Family, Belle Plaine defending section champs Jordan, and Rockford are all in the section. Jordan victorious last week. Norwood Young America falls to St. James 20-16. As I mentioned already, Rockford over Watertown Mayor. GSL victorious. Holy Family victorious. TCU blanked Belle Plaine 15-0 last week, but Jordan 42-7 over Worthington. Jordan on the road there at Fairmont tonight. Do not have any update on that one at this time. Student section start jumping up and down. All of a sudden this place starts rocking. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I mean literally the place starts rocking.
I was going to say, the whole stands was rocking there for a second.
Well, that's what you get.
You know, and like I said, great showing here tonight. As this stands, I mean, we're filled one section down to the north of us here where the band usually sits, all the way down to the south end of this bleacher section. So awesome to see the fans that are out here tonight. We love to see that, and that's what they asked for on Wednesday night too, is, hey, we just want to see our fans there cheering us on, and it makes everything just so much better out there. So they will be very, very pleased seeing everybody out here.
Yeah, that's one of the things that really makes GSL unique, is having so many fans show up. And even last Friday for an afternoon game,
2 o'clock start.
We had a big crowd here for last Friday afternoon of a Labor Day weekend. Watertown Mayor will kick it off. GSL will have the ball first to start the second half here. They'll be going right to left. Watertown Mayor will kick it off left to right. Lights are on bright. A beautiful evening. The long sleeves are now officially out. 65 degrees outside right now as we get ready for the second half of football here on KGLB. Great crowd. Pork chops are all gone, I believe. Those, as always, delicious pork chops.
Great job by the crew that's out there grilling. I mean, they just, you know what, you pull up early and they're just all out there.
Well, that smell just gets you immediately.
Little BSing going on and flipping some chops, and it's great to see. And they are one of the first things to go here.
Problem is, I was related to one of those guys back on the grill.
Oh, okay.
Brown fellow.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's in that family that I'm a part of. So
yeah. I even saw too. Security Bank was here, and free ice cream they were giving out.
I didn't see the free ice cream
you
part.
You didn't?
Oh, I missed that. I obviously missed that. I would have stopped there twice.
Oh, right away.
Well, yeah, of course.
There twice.
Well, yeah. If you're going to be there once, might as well be there
That's
twice.
True. That's true.
Put glasses on. You're a different guy completely. Trust me. It works well. I don't know. It could have been anybody.
Turn my hat backwards.
Yep. Hat backwards. How you do, fellow kids? Incheski to kick it off left to right.
Back to football.
Yeah, football. Let's get back to that. 34-7 the lead in favor of GSL. Kickoff is a high one. Caught back at the 10. Sprinting forward with Higgins. Cutting back to the near side to the 15 to the 20. Slipped. Trying to make a cut. There's the Dew setting in on the field, and he slips as he's trying to make the cut. 1st and 10 at their own 22 for GSL, going right to left.
You know, that was in such unison of the entire crowd going, oh.
It's good work by everyone, really.
It really was. It really was. Almost like the cue card was down there on the field. But, Will Higgins there just off to the races right away. And now when you start to get a little cooler, it's been warm all day, dew starts to set in on the grass. Going to get a little slick out there for a little bit.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 23, going right to left for GSL. Starters out there offensively, and it is Trevino dotting the I. Higgins wide out to the left, I formation backfield, ball in the left hash, handed off Trevino, coming through left side with it. He'll get tackled and brought down, no gain on the play. Good job defensively there by the Royals, shooting through the gaps and making the tackle, no gain for Trevino.
I can't say enough how awesome it is to see a kid that goes through a major injury like that and to see him get back onto the field. And, of course, talking with him last year, he loves this sport. He just loves playing football. And it crushes you sometimes to see these kids go through these injuries, but it's part of the game. Got to live with it. Find a way to get back on the field. Thankfully, he's got this year left yet for eligibility, and it's great to see him out there.
Brace on that left knee. 2nd and 10. They're going to go mesh play, pulled out the gut, follow the blocker. Johnson with it right side to the 25. Outstretched his arm. Ball popped free temporarily. Covered it back up to the 26. Pick up a 3 for Johnson. Brings up a 3rd and 7 for GSL. First drive here of the second half. Panthers leading 34-7 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. It's a big 3rd down play here to start off the second half for GSL.
Another thing to kind of mention, too, we saw this last week. Blake McLychek, the backup quarterback right now, still over by head coach Scott Chimpley, making notes.
Handoff, right side, Trevino following the blockers. He'll have a first down and more across the 35 to the 40 and down to the 41-yard line, and a pickup and a big first down for GSL. Pickup of 15 for Trevino.
Great to see that. And again, I'm telling you, folks, he is quick and fast. And that's one good thing you love to see, too, coming back from that type of an injury, that he's got the speed there yet. And I tell you, he is shot out of a cannon when he gets that ball.
1st and 10. Pro set backfield. Trevino, flanker left side. Going to hand it off, coming around left edge. Higgins waiting for his blockers to happen. Gets it across the 45, across midfield, and tripped up by the body of a defender and brought down a pickup of 11 for Higgins.
You know, you think of this, too, when you got Higgins, you got Ruzicka, Trevino in there. It's not a bad thing to have a fresh back at all times. You can have one guy just kind of take a breather, get a new guy in there, especially with the ability that they're showing out here. This is a good thing for GSL to have a problem with right now.
1st and 10 at the Watertown Mayor 47-yard line. 2 wideouts left. Trevino dots the eye. They'll hand it off. Mesh play with Stifter. Going to keep left side with it. Up to the 40.
Oh.
He just trucked a defender on that one to Johnson. He's brought down to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the carry for Johnson, and he just drove a defender back on that.
That's going to be number 8, Ethan Tang, tried to get down and low and dirty, trying to get Corey Johnson, and Corey Johnson looked and goes,
I'll see your low body, and I'll raise you another.
That ain't going to happen, and he just puts the shoulders down and trucks right over him.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 for GSL. Wishbone backfield of the Watertown Mayor 39-yard line. Handoff, second man through. Trevino with it, right side, following his blockers. Cuts it back to the near side, across the 30, 25, 20, to the 15, to the near side of the 10. And he's brought down at the 8-yard line. What a carry there for Trevino of 31 yards.
Great job by Adrian Trevino. And again, like I said, he gets some good blocking in front of him, which he did, but he found a way, too, to cut across the backfield there and get out in some open field. And I'm telling you, he is fast.
1st and goal from the 10-yard line of Watertown Mayor for GSL opening drive of the second half. 34-7 GSL leading. Wishbone backfield, Trevino and Higgins the deep men. They're going to hand it off. Second man through right side with it. Trevino again looking to find room. Flag on the play. Trevino driving the pile. They'll drive it into the end zone for a touchdown if it stands. Highly doubtful with where the flag was. It is a holding call against GSL.
Sorry. Like bug in my throat.
Look out for the bugs. They're good for you protein-wise, but when you're trying to talk, not so helpful.
All right.
Ivan, hey, lady.
Anywho, Trevino doing a good job right there following the blockers, but then he turns his back into him and just is going to keep pushing with his feet all the way in. Granted, yes, there's a hold. It doesn't come back, or it's going to come back, but at the same time, that is just fun to watch. A guy that's not going to give up and do everything he possibly can to get that extra yard.
1st and goal now from the 19-yard line for GSL. Ruzicka checks back into the game. They'll hand it off to Higgins coming around left side, following the pulling blocker across the 15, 10, 5. Higgins scampers on in from 19 yards. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Untouched 19 yards to the end zone.
Great job by Will Higgins, and we've seen him all game just have a great game on the running side of things. And tell you what, it's just awesome to see these running backs continue to find a way to get across that goal line. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $200.
Drive with 7 plays, all rushes, and into the end zone is Higgins. Silas on for the extra point. Dane Schwartz to hold with 9 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Snap is there. Spot down on the tee. Kick is up. Kick is away. That's a good follow through by Silas. It's up and good. 41-7 the lead in favor of GSL with 9 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
At Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center in Glencoe. Hi, this is Dr. Nick Johnson. I offer full chiropractic services along with Dr. Jordan Carstensen. Visit PureLifeGlencoe.com to find out more. That's Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center on 10th Street in Glencoe.
For full-service banking, make it Security Bank and Trust Company. See them for checking and savings accounts, home loans, ag loans, home equity loans, and more. Security Bank and Trust Company in Glencoe, Brownton, New Auburn, Winstead, or Plato, plus 7 other locations, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Your home of the Whopper is at Burger King in Glencoe. The Whopper is a quarter pound of savory fire-grilled beef topped with juicy tomatoes, fresh-cut lettuce, mayo, crunchy pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. Order with fries or onion rings and a fountain drink to make it a meal. Treat your family with a stop at Burger King in Glencoe.
77-yard drive for GSL. Goes 7 plays, ends with a 19-yard touchdown run by Will Higgins. His second rushing touchdown, third total of the game. And that kickoff from Silas, a wobbler near sideline, goes out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 35 for Watertown Mayor. Extra point from Silas was up and good. Took 3 minutes off the clock, and the cheerleaders getting a good workout tonight with all the jumping jacks they're doing. It's now a 41-7 lead for GSL.
I don't want to take anything away from them, but I remember when they used to do push-ups.
What are you trying to say?
That's a lot of push-ups, 41 push-ups.
There wouldn't be a lot of push-ups. There'd just be like counting out loud and some head bobs.
Yeah, they used to do that.
So 1st and 10 at their own 35 for Watertown Mayor. 9 minutes left to go. Their first drive here of the second half. GSL leading 41-7. Lights are on, crisp, cool. Friday night football feels right. September. 60s.
We love it.
Love this. Shotgun 4 wide. Dulis takes a snap. Pressure coming from the near side pass. Caught! That one right on the body of Mason Polthin. Caught in a pickup of 10. Make it 11 on the pass and catch.
Zach Moore there on the defense. And tell you what, he tried to make a quick little move, but the opponent just comes in front and able to get the ball in the chest area there, like you said, and hauls it in. But great job by Zach Moore again on the defense.
1st and 10 at their own 46.5-yard line, going left to right across your radio dial. First drive of the second half for Watertown Mayor. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Both in slot left. Pistol, actually, with a single setback. Entiger takes the high snap. Toss play left side. Entiger looking to get to midfield, but a flag on the play against Watertown Mayor. An offensive lineman looking back at the head official saying, "Who, me? Yes, you." Hold call on Watertown Mayor.
I just got the hands out a little bit.
So it's 1st and 20 for Watertown Mayor at their own 36-yard line. Dulis takes the snap, toss play right side. Eniger with it, trying to stretch it out to the near 4-man run. Rush from GSL. Looks left, throw left, Polthin incomplete. Defender tight there on the body.
It's good
on
job.
That one, no call, and third down now.
Catching that pass just kind of has his arm riding on you a little bit.
A little bit extra here with a 3rd and 24. Pistol I formation, slanted right, 2 wideouts to the right, both in slot right, rolling right, Dulis looking to pass, flips it near side,
to the outside, and opponent coming in and finding someone that's not used to probably covering him so far in this game, and again finds a way to get the ball. I mean, he is a very good athlete and can catch that ball. When he's got the ball in his hands, he can make some things happen.
6'1", 100 yards receiving in the game already, Adam. Dulis to punt, stands back at his own 36-yard line. Should be mentioned, Polthin is the up man. Defense going to be on a safe return here. And the punt is away from Dulis. Dean Schwartz has it bounce at the 20, rolls by him.
Times watch these guys so, they just want to compete out there and a little bit on the baseball side of things. And when he finds a goal, and as they continue to compete.
Falls for a pickup of 9 for Trevino. We're seeing a lot of Trevino here in the second half, Adam.
Yeah, a lot of Trevino. Actually, they're right as you say that, of course, they're going to give him a break. And
Never mind.
Yep. They end up bringing in Charles Urban. He's going to come in and give him a little bit of a break. Senior, 135 pounds, 5'8".
It is a 41-7 lead in favor of GSL. Handoff, going to give it to Urban. Right side with it, cuts it inside across the 25 up to the 26, 27-yard line is where he's brought down. Actually, 28.
Good job by Urban, and actually we got to see him a little bit last week, too, as they gave a couple of them other guys a little bit of a break every now and then. They brought in Urban, too, and another guy, too, not very big, but I tell you what, runs the ball hard. Keeps the ball tucked underneath his shoulder a little bit, in the armpit there a little bit. Does a great job running the ball.
1st and 10. Their own 28, second man through, handoff left side with it. Little shoot, jive across the line of scrimmage, across the 30, across the 35 to the 40, and finally brought down there is Jacob Christensen and a first down.
Good job by Christensen. We got to see him just before the half, too, come in already. And another kid as well. You know, this just shows what Scott Chimpy was talking about on Wednesday. We've got guys. We've got kids. We want to plug more of these kids into our system, and they're going to get some opportunities to show themselves a little bit here. So a lot of these guys are getting a good opportunity right now.
Johnson still under center. Mesh play up the middle. Oh, there's Stifter just trying to run through a defender. He held on tight to the legs and made the tackle, but a pickup of 7 for Stifter.
Yeah, and Stifter too, man. I mean, I tell you, this kid, he is not afraid to get in there, get low, and hit somebody, and just does a great job. Again, like I said, he has always got both hands on that ball in front of him, and he's coming at you like a train.
Urban and Stifter in the backfield. Handoff. Urban right side with it. Cuts it across midfield. Close to a first down as he gets knocked down. Good tackle there. If they go far judge, it'll definitely be a first down. They go far judge with it, and it's a first down on a pickup of 5.
You don't normally see that too often.
Nope. That's why I said it the way I did.
I like your response. Nope.
First and 10 at the Watertown Mayor 47-yard line, going right to left for GSL. Second drive of the second half. They lead Poland 7-yard line. He'll have enough for a first down on a pickup of 10. Methodical drive here for GSL. Giving some.
Sorry, just noticing some things. You got a girl that's down here in the student section that always leads the Panther fans in the stands. That's another Panther first down chant. She finally said, I can't talk anymore. They're always getting first down. So she finds somebody else to get it to do it for her. So just fun to watch how much these kids are having a great time.
High formation backfield handoff up the middle. Urban juke step at the 30. Oh, looked like he was going to bounce it outside. And then there were 2 Watertown Mayor defenders to bring him down. A pickup of 6 for Urban.
Urban, though, doing a good job holding on to that ball. He's got it tucked very nicely in the arm there. Just continuing to run hard and continuing to move along very well in the offense.
Clock continues to roll here. 4:07 and counting left to go as Corey Johnson jogs back out to the huddle. Now realizes we're under 10. He sprints. Seen a lot of subs slowly getting worked in, and I see Mikolajczyk taking some warm-ups on the sideline for snaps. Handoff, left side. Urban in the backfield with Stifter. They'll hand it off to Urban coming around right side at the 10-yard line. Cuts it inside to the 5, diving, and he's down shy of the goal line to the 2. A pickup of 8 for Urban.
He wanted it there. He really did. He tried so hard, and, of course, just gets tripped up there right before the end zone. And great job by him again. Another back, though, for GSL. Very shifty back there, able to kind of get around some things. It's great to see these younger guys or these other guys getting in and getting some plays.
2nd and 1 from the Watertown Mayor 3 Wishbone backfield. Johnson under center, handoff, right side looking for room. Urban bouncing, he's to the 1. He'll have a first down, but he won't have enough to get into the end zone. A pickup of 2 for Urban on that one. It'll be first and goal from the 1. Clock continues to roll, and players continue to roll in and out here offensively for GSL. Oh, at 3rd and inches. I thought he had enough for a first down there. Well, here we go. 3rd and inches from the 2. Handoff, Urban, right side. Stutter steps in the backfield, follows his blockers, and he's in! From 2 yards out. Charles Urban with a rushing touchdown, and GSL extends the lead to 47-7 over Watertown Mayor.
Great job right there by a lot of these guys that kind of get some playing time here and plugged in. Tell you what, GSL's got such a great program and tradition here of continuing to show these guys, you do the right things, good things are going to happen, and you're going to get in that end zone. And, of course, with that touchdown, it means another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $220.
2:24 left to go on the clock. GSL now 47-7. Silas on for the extra point. Schwartz to hold. Snap there, spot down, spins out the laces, kick is up. Is it inside the right upright? It is, it's good. 48-7 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL leading over Watertown Mayor. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
And Plato carries a full line of outdoor equipment to get the job done right. From Aaron's and Gravely lawnmowers to Western and Snow Dog snow equipment, they have you covered all year long. For more, visit RecTech Outdoor Solutions.com. It's all at RecTech Outdoor Solutions in Plato.
For reliable comfort year-round, go with the Heritage family of heat pumps from American Standard and Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe. Heritage heat pumps warm your home in the winter and cool it in the summer. For complete sales, installation, and service, visit Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe.
If you've always wanted to own the very best of something, visit your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake. John Deere quality lives in everything they build. Don't put off that dream of owning the best. Capture it during deer season at your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake.
88-yard drive, 10 plays, 2-yard touchdown run by Charles Urban. Extra point from Silas, up and good, 48-7. Now the lead in favor of GSL. That drive took 4:55 off the clock. Silas to kick it off, right to left once again. It's a high, short kick this time. We caught at the 21-yard line. Take it up the middle of the 25, and oh, what a tackle! Ball shot free. Who fell on it? Did Watertown Mayor fall on it? Looks like they did. And they did, and maintained possession there as that one got popped out of the arms of Ethan Tang. He took a big hit there, Adam.
Yeah, he really did, and I really couldn't see who it was that actually kind of got him a little bit, but yeah, he kind of walked off too, kind of shaking his hand a little bit, and even I see also number 6 out there. That's going to be Teo. He took quite a little battle hit too there, but GSL coming out, still not giving up. They're going to do everything they possibly can.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line for Watertown Mayor, going left to right with 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. GSL leading 48-7. Shotgun, 4 wide, swing pass right side post, then cuts it back inside after making the initial catch across the 30, and a nice gang tackling by GSL to bring him down at the 32-yard line, a pickup of 4.
Good job by GSL's defense, still flocking towards that ball carrier, whether it's a pass or a run. That's one thing you got to see. You got to make sure when that ball is loose in the air, immediately guys are turning and getting to where that ball carrier is.
Rasper and Moore coming off the field with some high fives from their teammates. 2nd and 6 upcoming for Watertown Mayor. Minute 45 and counting left to go. Pistol, power eye, slanted left, 3 wideouts, 2 left, 1 right, ball in the right hash. Dulis takes a snap, turn, handoff. Eniger up the middle, bounces it to the left side, trying to find room. Does not. Nice open field tackle. Good job defensively by GSL, swarming to the ball on that one. Mitchell Brenhog with the tackle?
Yep. That's going to be number 27, Mitchell Brenhog. Out there playing some linebacker. Great to see. Also going to be number 22, Mitch Klockman, out there as well, playing some linebacker too.
3rd and 7 for Watertown Mayor. Pistol, power eye, slanted right, 2 wideouts right, 1 left. Dulis takes the snap, rolls right, looking, passing, near side, in and out of the hands on that one as got in and out of the hands of Tayo, and then he had an inadvertent head-to-head contact there with Jacob Christensen at the end of that play, and he's a little slow to get up here, and the officials are going to stop action, and he's saying, no, I'm okay. That inadvertent hit there that came at the end of the play as the defender Christensen was coming in to try and make the tackle. Doesn't he have to come? He's got to come off the field now, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he does.
If they stop action, yeah, he does.
I think we actually,
Yep. He's going to have to come off the field, and he will. Different returner now with Dane Schwartz out of the game for GSL.
Yeah, is it 22? 23. That's 23. That's going to be Jacob Christensen.
No, 23 is right there.
Oh, it is.
20, it's going to be Klockman.
22? Yeah.
Yep, Klockman back to return. At his own 35-yard line, Dulis to punt again. High snap, reels that one in and gets the punt away. It's a high, short kick. Going to check, take a nice royal roll across midfield, across the 40 to the 38-yard line, and that's where GSL will start 1st and 10. Their own 38 with 52 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. GSL leading 48-7 over Watertown Mayor.
Head coach Scott Chimpley putting some more guys in, of course. Now you're going to see quarterback Blake McLeod in there, running the ship. A couple other guys, of course, 24, Joseph Barrett. Number 57, Zach Wanis. 74, Jordan Grock. 72, Cole Erke. 55, Jaden Eaker.
Pro set backfield. Mikolajczyk under center. 1st and 10. Turn, mesh play, handoff. It is handed off up the middle, trying to drive the legs and keep him going across the 40 to the 41. Wait to see the pile unfurl and who had the carry there. Is that 14? Keaton Gettle with the carry? Yep,
there
Keaton
you go.
Gettle. Try and get you all the names as they get out there. Nice lead for GSL here, 48-7. We'll have to run one more play before the end of the third quarter.
And, of course, the other running back yet is going to be number 31, Charles Urban.
Also out there is Jacob Christensen, flanker right side. 2nd and 8. Mikolajczyk takes the snap handoff right side with it, cutting back Urban across the 40 to the 42. A pickup of 2 on the play, and actually going to be a very generous spot. A pickup of 4 up to the 44-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Then number 51, Jackson Everett out there as well.
And that will do it for the third quarter of action on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL leading 48-7 over Watertown. Mayor back in 60 seconds with the fourth quarter on KGLB.
Save money through energy efficiency and energy conservation rebates. Visit the Glencoe Light and Power Commission website at glencoelightandpower.com to get started. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students. It's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation.
Dairy Queen in Glencoe invites you in for a great meal or tasty treat every day of the week. Try their delicious Blizzard of the Month, a full line of Fraser foods, meal combos, and more. And don't forget a delicious DQ cake just right for any special occasion. It's all at Dairy Queen in Glencoe.
Get name brand floor coverings and window treatments direct from the mill to you with Bergman Interiors. They're the decorating store at your doors, serving customers for generations. They've got you covered. Bergman Interiors in Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia.
If it can be built, make one call to Steve Shower & Sons Construction between Glencoe and Silver Lake. They specialize in cement work, pole barns, reclads, new construction, houses, and remodeling. They have many satisfied customers throughout the area. Call Steve Shower & Sons Construction today.
3rd and 4 for GSL as we come back to the fourth quarter of action. GSL up 48-7, and with the score the way it is, we will have running time here. The players that have subbed in here. Down to midfield. Up of 7.
And number 64, Cody Wise, is in there, and as well
subs that have come in so far. We'll try and keep you if there's any other subs that come in as this game progresses. We are running time 48-7, the lead in favor of GSL over Watertown Mayor. Wishbone backfield, Gettle the fullback, Urban and Christensen the deep backs. Mikolajczyk under center, hands it off. Christensen is where he ends up. Pickup of 9 for Christensen on the carry.
And of course, like you mentioned, Blake Mikolajczyk in there now as quarterback. 175 pounds, 6'1" sophomore out there. So good to see. Also, I'm guessing for head coach Scott Chimperly, you got a guy that's kind of coming up here, getting some reps, and you may have him at quarterback position for 2 years yet coming up.
And the interesting thing was during the game, we saw this last week too, but he's writing down all the plays as they're called, right by Coach Chimperly, getting a good up. He's push on that one, but
mentioned, he's over there by head coach Scott Chimperly writing down plays and writing notes down on a notepad there, or I should say a clipboard, and continuing to always maintain an actual, you're always involved in the game. And that's what head coach wants to see, is that you guys are always in the game no matter what, even if you're on the sidelines.
Michael Butler checks in on this 3rd and 1 for GSL. Will be the tight end right side. They'll hand off. Second man through with it is Urban. First down across the 40 to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 4 to first down for GSL. Clock continuing to roll here. Almost nearly 10 minutes left to go in regulation. Don't know why. 48-7 the lead in favor of GSL. Clock should be rolling. There it is. Maybe it does stop for penalties. Don't have all the rules down on that, but 1st and 15. After that delay of game, Mikolajczyk under center. Gettle, the fullback. Christensen and Urban, the deep guys. They'll hand it off. Christensen, left side, off guard. Gets it across the 40 up to the 36-yard line, nearly back to the original line of scrimmage. A pickup of 4, and here comes a line change for the Panthers.
And just got the ruling here on what it is. It's only the clock will stop on penalties and things like that. Only way
or scores, okay.
Yep, only way it keeps running is just out of bounds and incompletes. So
got it.
Another person I saw in there, Carter Ziegler, was in there at tight end. And tell you what, we might have a new club, Club Ziegler. He's got a big cast on his hand there.
Play clock's at 0 again. Another 5 yards lost, be 2nd and 16. Officials on the far side was trying to signal to keep the clock running. And that's what they're trying to do. Clock rolling, 8:40 and counting left to go. 2nd and 16, pro set backfield. Mikolajczyk under center. Man in motion left to right across the line is Clockman. Handoff, second man through. Dragging Gettle. Gettle with it. Dragging defenders across the 40 up to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 6 for Gettle at the end of that carry.
Yeah, back up to almost the original line of scrimmage.
Club Ziegler checks back in.
And
easy to pick him out of the crew.
He's definitely got a big club on his left hand there.
Joseph Barrett was in the game last play for GSL. He'll be blocking on the left side, will be Ziegler. He'll use that left hand. Wishbone backfield. They'll run that way. Left side with it. Christensen cutting it back across the 30. He's still going close to the 25, and I think he's got a first down. Yes, he does. Pickup of 12 for Christensen.
That's a big 3rd down run there, and we got a player down from Watertown Mayor right now.
Player down on the field here with 7:37 left to go in the 4th quarter. Breaking the action. We'll take a 60-second timeout as well. GSL leading 48-7 on the Glencoe Light and Power score. We're back in 60 seconds.
Dale Cookton here. Never clean your gutters again with Gutter Helmet. Gutter Helmet is the #1 gutter protection system in the world. Couple your gutter helmet with the Jenko Fascia gutter system for complete protection. Go with the best. Gutter Helmet and Jenko. Our truck looking like new with a stop at Glencoe Collision Center. Eric Maytag and his crew have years of experience specializing in collision and auto body dent repair, accessories, glass. They offer free estimates and work with all insurance companies. Check out their Facebook page to find out more. Trust the experts at Glencoe Collision Center.
48-7 the lead in favor of GSL. And player able to get up under his own power and leave the field. A good sign there for Devin Burns, the 6'4" junior for Watertown Mayor. 7:37 left to go. Quick score update from the game on Hit 106 KARP. It's a 21-20 lead. Last update we have on that one, DC leading over Annandale. That game on 106.9 KARP. Of course, South Division getting underway with some division action this weekend after we had crossover week last week. Oh, they're going to say 4th and inches. He didn't get enough for the first down. Wishbone backfield. Clock should be rolling. Isn't for some unknown reason. Handoff up the middle. That should be enough for a first down. Clockman with the carry, and he'll have the first down across to the 24-yard line, pickup of 2.
Student section having some fun here. They're on the old roller coaster ride. Oh, they're putting back down.
Clock rolling. Gettle the single set back. Wing T backfield. Put a man in motion. Clockman, they'll hand it off. Mesh play. I think Gettle ended up with it.
Still got it.
Still going. Pile going across the 20 to the 15-yard line. Just shy of the first down. Pickup of 9.
Gettle just getting in there and staying dirty. Constantly feet chopping in there, and then the whole line just joins in to keep pushing him around. So great job by Gettle there, keeping them feet going.
Clock rolling. 6:40 and counting left to go. 2nd and 2 at the yard line, going left to right. Wishmanson in 62-yard drive, 13 rushes. Clockman with the touchdown run for GSL. 2-point conversion run, no good. And that gives us a 54-7 lead as the jumping jacks continue for the cheerleaders. Definitely going to get in shape after tonight's game. If they weren't ready for it, they will be now. Minute 50 left to go as the clock has been running throughout that entire break. Silas to kick it off. Caught by Pothman at the 15. Up the middle he goes to the 20, to the 25. Following blockers with it across the 30 to the 35 and finally brought down there. 1st and 10 at their own 36 for Watertown Mayor with a minute and change left to go in this one before it will be an official victory for GSL over Watertown Mayor.
We got some new defenders out there. Number 51, Jackson Everhart. Reese